Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Shabbat, Perek Kaftat Mishnah Gimal. Over here, we're going to continue the laws about feeding animals on Shabbat and how we could go ahead and feed some of these animals. So, eno sinet gamal, right? An evus is like a feeding trough, right, where the animals would eat from on the ground. So you can't go ahead and be ovsim is literally to force feed the animal. A lot of times they would go ahead and do this. You go ahead and stuff the food. Keep on giving him tons of food so he could last for many days, right? It works a lot for for camels. So you can't go ahead and force feed the camel to put a lot of food in him so he could hold off for many days, meaning you're creating this feeding trough within his stomach, within his intestine. Right, this is what the Gemara means. En osin la evus betoch me'ea. Right, you can create this evus within its stomach. Velo dorsin, right? Nor you let it be dores. Right, so Rambam thinks over here, he says, what I think it is that you can't go ahead and literally push the neck of the camel, force the camel's neck down, to the food to force him to eat a lot. Aval mal'itin, you be mal'it. Mal'it is to go ahead and put the food in its mouth, into the camel's mouth. Right, that's the language of ot halata. Ve'en mamrim et ha'agalim. You can't go ahead and mamrim is also pushing the food into the baby calf's mouth with a little water, so you can you stick it in far into the intestine. Right? Also the Gemara says, "Malitin makom she'ochol lachzir, mamrim makom she'en yochol lachzir." Right? So you're not allowed to be mamrim et agalim, to push the food all the way down to a place where he can't spit it back up. But malitinoto, you could put it put the food in his mouth because he could either choose to swallow it or choose to spit it out. Umehalketin latarnegolim, right? Mehalketin. By the way, malitin and mamrin are both Hebrew words, right? Hali'itenina min ha'adom azeh, right, from Yaakov and Esav, right? That's mal'itin, hali'iteni. And also we have umamrin, comes up shor umri, also in Shemuel Bet, right? So they're both Hebrew words. Now, what does this mean? Mehalketina tatarnegolim. So you can, again, give them food with your hand, and they go ahead and they pick from it, right? A little peck. They peck at the at the food. So you let it go ahead and do that for the chickens. You can pour water on top of the mursan. This is like more of that chaff that you've separated from the grains. Right, you're not allowed to go ahead and knead it. Right, that's a melacha. You can't go ahead and do that. You're not allowed to even place water in front of bees or in front of doves or pigeons in their in their birdhouse, in the nest, right? Why not? Because over here they could go ahead and get water on their own, right? They could fly, they could they could sustain on their own. So you can't go ahead and feed these animals that don't need your help, right? Because that's extra work, that's unnecessary. You are allowed to go ahead and place water in front of ducks, in front of chickens, in front of these Herodian pigeons, right? Herod also, King Herod himself, used to keep sometimes pigeons in his castle and in his palace, and therefore they're called Herodian pigeons. But all these, as you see, they can't go ahead and just fly and get water or food on their own. So you let it go ahead and put food in front of them. So again, the ruling of this Mishnah follows, like we said before. If they need you, you could go ahead and feed them. If they don't need you, then it's unnecessary work, and you cannot do that work. Feed those animals on Shabbat.